And when you go back into the history, you realize that, for instance, when the Jews started the Zionist movement at the end of the 19th century and into the early 20th century, they were focused on, for instance, buying up land, okay? And they were buying it from absentee landlords. So it was sort of like a feudal state in Palestine. And it wasn't even called Palestine. It was considered part of, it was in the Ottoman Empire, it was considered part of Syria or part of, mainly part of Syria. And in some cases also parts of Egypt. And the Jews, through the European Jews, through the Zionist movement, started buying up land from these absentee landlords. So from one day to the next, there were tens of thousands of fellahin, these peasants, Arab peasants, who were being told, okay, well, somebody bought the land, you have to move now. So their families had been living there for generations. So they have a completely different conception of the land than say, the European Jews had. So they came in, I bought it, I can do what I want with it. I don't have to keep these people on this land. It's a freehold concept. You buy land, it's a resource. You can do whatever you want with it. Whereas in the old system, no, I'm part of the land. It's almost like the way the Indigenous peoples in Canada view land. We view land as, it's property, we can own it, we can build stuff on it. But in the more Indigenous or more traditional view of land is the people belong to the land. And even the Indigenous peoples will say, the earth is our mother. It's Mother Earth and all this. So when we come in, we buy it. And we say, no, we're going to build stuff. You're not using it properly. We can be much more productive, whatever. So I'm not judging that, but that is the difference. So you've got two completely different conceptions of the problem, and everything just builds on that. And you build narratives around that. So the Jews have a whole narrative. There's a whole Zionist and Israeli narrative about the return to the ancient land, whereas the Arabs who've been living there for hundreds or 1,000 or 1,500 years, they're saying, wait a second, we've been living here for a long time too. So this is where, at least in part, the conflict comes from.